Ahoy, this is Zdenka. Many of you asked below the videos in the comments to review Boya microphones. Well, thank you Boya for sponsoring this video, providing these two microphones to showcase. BoyaMic 2, which is more advanced system, and this is the smallest microphone I've seen so far, Boya Mini. I'm extremely interested in the mini version, as this could be good to pair it with those very lightweight, small smartphone gimbals. I like that it is tiny, and I like the low price. It's a very simple microphone, no app required, you just connect it to your phone. There are two receivers automatically included. One is for iPhones, and the other one is USB-C. I actually tried it with the Insta360 X5 and Ace Pro 2, and it worked really well. I didn't have to use the audio adapter anymore. I also tried the Lightning version with an iPad. Let's get into sound test. Right now I'm recording myself with iPhone and I don't have the microphone plug-in, so it's a little bit airy as I'm a little bit further away from the microphone. So let's plug it in. Now you're listening to the sound from Boya microphone. It should be a little bit more professional. Boya uses limiter advanced technology that prevents distortion and clipping up to 120 decibels. This microphone also has 3 levels of noise cancellation, so let's go ahead and test it out. I'm standing next to traffic as I would like to test the noise cancellation feature. I am not sure how much traffic do you hear, so I'm gonna get quiet first because the noise cancellation feature is off and I want you to hear how much noise I'm getting. So let me enable noise cancellation feature by just pressing this button here. The light is gonna go from blue to green, and then I can switch 3 different levels on the receiver. This is level 1 noise cancellation. So this is the sound you would get. I'm gonna get quiet now as the cars are driving by. Not sure how much traffic you hear. I'll definitely find out once I get back. I'm gonna enable level 2 now. This is level 2 noise cancellation. Hopefully you hear less of the traffic. I'm gonna get quiet. My voice is hopefully more isolated and you don't hear it as much. The last thing we need to test is level 3. So let's go ahead and enable that. This is level 3 noise cancellation. Let me get quiet again. Hopefully this test proved that the function works well. I'll see when I get back and review the footage on a computer. Distance test is next. I'm gonna just go to the other side over there. Whenever I'm going to be facing the camera, the signal should be very good. It's perfectly normal to lose the signal if I'm going to turn my back towards the camera, as I will create this blockage. So let's just see how far I can get. So the weather is finally really warm here in Ontario, Canada. We don't have much wind today. It's very mild. I'm very surprised that there are really no people here. This is a beautiful conservation area. I like to go here because they have actually a strict policy of no off-leash dogs. So I'm pretty far from the camera. I think that this is as far as I would go. Besides turning on and off the power, it's got also 3 levels of volume, so you can adjust it to what you need. Each transmitter runs up to 6 hours, and with the case, you get up to 30 hours before you need to charge it all again. The case is tiny and light, everything is magnetic, and it all snaps in as expected these days. This is what it would look like with the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro gimbal. You barely notice the receiver. That is how small it is. Let's do a little bit of a recording with Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Now I don't have the microphone connected right now, so this is the raw sound you would get just from the camera. Let's see how much improvement we are going to get with this microphone. The microphone is connected, so it should be very clear right now and very crisp. So this is the sound you would get on this camera with the microphone. So right now I'm recording myself with Insta360 X5, but I don't have the microphone connected. So this is the sound you would get if you would be recording yourself straight on the Insta360 X5. Let me connect the microphone. I went ahead and connected the microphone with the Insta360 X5. This is the sound you are going to get. It must be way better now. Just take a look at that lake in front of me. It's a very beautiful day today. Let's check out the bigger AI-powered BoyaMic 2 wireless microphone. This system also offers 32-bit float internal recording. This is the charging case. There is USB-C port on the back. Once you open it, you will see 2 transmitters and a single receiver. Here is USB-C adapter for the smartphone. They also have Apple version available. TRS cable is here to connect it with mirrorless camera, wind muffs, another cable that is also used to transfer audio files to the computer. You can also record directly to the computer. There are also 2 lavalier microphones included with clamps and windscreen. This would get connected directly to the transmitter. I must say, they included everything. Another important thing I have to mention is that transmitters can be connected to multiple receivers. 2 transmitters can be connected up to 4 receivers, and 4 receivers can be connected up to 8 devices, such as smartphones and cameras, for multi-platform streaming, for example. Let's check out the transmitter and get into a sound test. Clip is here, also magnet, so you can put it under shirt so it's not visible. There is power button on the side, noise cancellation button, and a record button for internal recording. It has 8 GB internal storage. Let's start with internal recording. You're listening to the sound from BoyaMic 2. I'm actually recording directly to the microphone. I'm gonna sync it with the camera. I decided to do this test indoors as I would really like to hear the sound. And I also want you to comment in the comments below what you think about this. So let me now directly connect the receiver to my Sony camera. I have connected the receiver to the Sony a7S III, so the sound is no longer being recorded on the transmitter, but it's going straight to the camera. Very soon I'm gonna head outside. It's getting pretty warm, so I better do that very quickly. And I will perform distance test and also noise cancellation test. Distance test is up. I have enabled low cancellation feature or weak cancellation feature because there's a airplane over there, traffic over there. So I'm gonna go back as far as I can, and just like before, if I'm gonna turn my back towards the camera, I might lose the signal, which is normal. I'm supposed to face the camera. So let me go as far as I can. The grass is wet this morning. Yep, my shoes will be soaked. I'm not gonna go all the way to the woods because mosquitoes are out and we have many of them this year. It was raining so much. All right, I am much further away, quite close to the woods. I'm still backing up. Hopefully I won't trip over anything. I don't know if you can still hear me, but this is pretty far. Probably the max if you can still hear me. Another noise cancellation test is here. I'm standing next to traffic once again. You should be hearing some traffic, some sounds. There's more cars. Let me go ahead and enable the first level, which is weak. Not sure how much you hear the traffic right now, but this is the level weak, which is level 1. There are still some cars coming by. And lastly, let's enable strong noise cancellation. This is level 2, strong noise cancellation. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the noise cancellation feature on both microphones, how they perform? I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Obviously, I don't know the results yet. I have to see that once I get back to the office. But here they are. Cars are coming. Hopefully my voice is isolated enough, you don't hear the traffic. The last indoors test is with the lavalier microphone. As you can see, I have that attached to me, and here is the transmitter. I'm not sure again how much of a sound difference there is. Please let me know in the comment section below. This is it. This is the sound from the lavalier. Let's move on to the receiver. There is a power button and another button, which is also a control wheel that lets you adjust gain. The display is actually a touch screen. When you swipe left, you get to control transmitter 1. When you swipe right, you get to control transmitter 2. When you swipe down, you get to transmitter settings, receiver settings, and general settings. There are many settings here you can control. Now, the same settings are in Boya app. So let me connect the receiver to my smartphone and show you the settings there, as it will be much easier to see them all at once on one page. You've got here recording storage for each transmitter, output gain controls, noise cancellation. Below is where you can select the strength, channel where you can select mono or stereo recording, safety, auto gain. Below is where you can control each transmitter. General settings has equalizer settings. When you hit that, you can choose one of these and also create custom selection. You can enable auto recording, 32-bit float recording. You can turn off light on transmitter. You can enable accidental touch protection, auto shutdown, control brightness, backlight, receiver auto shutdown, speaker, date and time, and also access camera presets. Just find your camera for the best results. I like both systems. The Mini is great for smartphones, and this is professional level system. One thing I don't like on the BoyaMic 2 is the way the wind muff is attached to the transmitter. There is this little stick that goes into this hole, but it doesn't snap, it just sits in. When I picked it up by the wind muff, I almost dropped the transmitter because it just detaches. That is the only negative thing I see. You just have to get in your brain to always pick it up by the bottom. Both microphones are linked below the video in a video description for those interested. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in one of those next. Ciao, ahoj!